Okay, so just as a benefit to know, people, augmented humans, transhumanism, posthumanism, BCI, whatever you would like to call those things, and whatever you're defining yourself as, because that's what you've had to do now. Okay, so reminder, we're not exposing things because these things were already out there for you to view. With the World Wide Web, that's why it's there and it's true. Okay, so it's unfortunate that some people don't know these things, and they'll call like some past endeavors, well, oh my gosh, that person died of an OD. This person over here is missing. Can we find them? Let's see. Let's try to go with someone in admin that is busy, 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 and see if they can give us that need or that appropriate feed. Well, no, they cannot, because within the course modules taught in these colleges, they do not teach human rights. They do not teach that. They do not teach ethics, and that's not a finger to blame then, because it's not taught there. It's not taught within that course module that is human and AI integration. So when people go, "Oh my goodness, she's nuts! She's going down a rabbit hole." Nope, not so much. So it's called node transference, which is the transference of energy with AI. Okay, and it's just what's going to be. Okay, so you have a node here, 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 you have something called the sync here, node here, node here. Now, if you're a female, right, at birth, and those nodes are inflamed a lot of times, multiple times, then your autoimmune response system doesn't respond the same way. No, no, no. It reroutes, and it'll go to the gallbladder, and the gallbladder gets muckied up. And then it'll go to the pancreas. The pancreas gets muckied up too. It doesn't know what to do. It's like, why am I being so inflamed? I don't know what is happening to this body that I already knew. Now the physiology is brand new. What to do? How do I defend my property and my skin in this temple that I lived in for all of these years that I've been here? And doesn't know what to do. So that's why the human definition now has changed, and has been changed for a very long time, actually. For a very long time. For a very long time, there have been BCIs. For a very long time, there have been augmented humans. For a very long time, there have been transhumanism as well, excuse me. And posthumanism is a new definition that is a trickier one for me to understand, because I haven't dug that deep into that research piece yet. But ongoing. So with that being said, there's not one place to blame. It is just the course modules and the lack thereof of one-on-one assessments, and that communication that is a necessity in clinical trials professionally. So when you think about the FDA and how these pharmaceutical companies could be the finger to blame, how can they be the ones to blame when the course modules were there the entire time? Built legitimately to maim a body one at a time. So you could fast for days and drink nothing but water or nothing at all. And that being inflamed consistently could cause so many illnesses. Realistically, it's not even funny. So that's the point. Those things never have been changed. They don't have transparency. They don't have consents. They don't plan to get those. And if they do get those, they act maliciously and nefariously. So why would they act this way unless they are trying to antiquate some more goals? And then you can see this transpiring all over the globe, yet still go, oh my goodness, she's going down a rabbit hole. No, I just know how to research and then find other people that do research. So they will show you one area and I will show you yet another. And so the pieces fit together because it has been this way and taught like that since the 90s. Now, before the 90s, you would see people outsourcing to different countries, okay? And commissioning. They know how many people are in the area. They know this, that, and the third, and they know what their goal is specifically. What their goal is to reach 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and now we're up to 6G. So now those bills that were proposed are already done. So the point of inflaming a body continuously as a student is what? Learn more. Reach higher as your goal. Reach higher as your goal. Because at the moment, open sourcing BCI knowledge is not really a goal to adhere to at all. I'm so sorry to tell you, and apologetic for real, because the PhDs that send this stuff back will say indeed that this is all that will become attached, neurodivergence, and that's it. That's just about all that you can do. And then whenever you make and force someone to drop something professionally as a professional, and then say that's an intimidating degree. Not really. To cause short-term or long-term memory loss is an intimidation to me. It's just really not a profession. It's just a way to sneak different things that you learned during your season at school um, into a certification that could be beneficial for multiple people, truly. But if you saw it in the making, it's a triggering thing, obviously, for some people, therapeutically. And it works in reverse. And then, obviously, those therapists do not have malpractice. Nope, The place that they work with has to carry them. Okay? So, with that being said, it's not one place to blame or any finger that you can point in one direction. No. It's just the changing of the times and what it is, and what it has been for a very long time. A very long time. Game theory strategically for gaming models. Gaming models, since the course syllabus lacks that one-on-one assessment, and contributors that do profess that they privately fund these schools specifically, but don't adhere to these one-on-one assessments. So now GOV has to go back around and pharmaceutical companies and go, well, how can we heal this now? Since they lack those adequate goals to reach high enough for an IRB, which would make you a pharmaceutical seed then, and you could run clinical trials at your school in real time and reach higher. It's just weird to me. So, again, I have to meditate constantly. Now, see this node right here? That's the one that is being hit right now. Okay? Now, every time that's hit, that's into the lymphatic tissue too. So, how did you get illness? Do you believe it or no? I don't really mind if you don't. It's just adaptability and sustainability to re-engineer and reverse engineer things that are already going on that are not going to change, clearly. So, with that being said, since it's so slow in the making and the changing of, then, and you'll see on the news, DEW, well, directed energy weapons. Okay, cool. Kinetic energy weaponry. Okay, sure. It's no transference, is what it is. So, kinetically, whatever you said, and you'll hear ridiculous stuff all over the house or whatever else, and it's like supposedly some investigation that's not an investigation. It's just complete almost subjugation. And so with that being stated, it's odd that no one wants to do those one-on-one assessments to learn their IRB that early and be pharmaceutical, just ready to go. Because that's generally the crew that will come in and go, okay, this is where we have to place this, and this is the trials that we have to set up here, and here. But you can't do that because you won't do the one-on-one assessments at your school. Instead, it's trickery and malicious, vicious attempts. And I will have no more of this. None. Not one, not two, not three, not four. None. Not 10. So now there's a new project that I supposedly am supposed to look into. For what reason, I have no clue. I already got tricked the first time, won't be tricked again. Okay? So, with that being said, it's odd to me that they will make these therapeutic professions with no malpractice. That's what they need. Specifically considering the misuse of AI, indeed. That is factual. It's a misuse of AI with no transference because it will inflame different parts of the body and then they have to be rerouted. So, with that being said, it's not like scatological humor. It's not like a joke. It's like life. And how to obtain life without a student or a professor not changing any of those things within the school that they can change with admin. It's just ridiculous to me. You could be running clinical assessments at your school and with pharma too, but aren't. Why? Why is that a lack thereof? Why? Why is that a lack thereof? And then it's crickets, and you'll hear nothing at all. Amplified up. Now, will you? No. Okay, cool. That's all I had to say. Thank you. Have a nice day.